Psalm 2, verse 10, 11, and 12. Now therefore, O kings, be wise, be warned, O rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and you perish in the way. For his wrath is quickly kindled. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. So, the God of the universe in a fight against the kings of this earth is no fight at all. It's a joke. It's a laughingstock. And God has raised up his champion, who is not just the chosen one, not just the one who will be king, but he is also the Son. In this psalm, it's revealed that the chosen one who will be the champion against the injustice of all human rulers is God's own Son. And he speaks with terrifying certainty in the middle of the psalm that he's going to rule with an iron fist. There will be no adversary that can compare with him. And anyone who insists on fighting the Son of God, the Anointed One, the King of Kings, will be broken into pieces. And yet, the conclusion of this psalm is an invitation. Come to the table. Come and let's make peace. It's not another rant. It's not another laugh. It's not a gloat session. It's an invitation in light of the power of the living God. Be wise. Be warned. Come to the table and respond truly to his authority. Now therefore, O kings, be wise, be warned, O rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear, and rejoice with trembling. That, rejoice with trembling, is a wonderful picture. Have you ever been sure you were going to be destroyed? Have you ever been sure something would work out terribly for you? Maybe, in your childhood, you really screwed up and you were caught and you were guilty and you faced the authority with trembling. And then this mix of emotions, I think, is a very honest way of describing what it looks like when you realize you have been fighting against the living God and you are going to be destroyed, but then you see the invitation. Rejoice with trembling. Your knees are still weak. The adrenaline is still pumping through your body in that near-death experience. That's this image. Rejoice with trembling. And then verse 12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and you perish in the way. For his wrath is quickly kindled. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. Kiss the Son. Pay homage to the one that has been described, the ruler of all rulers. Pay homage to him. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and you perish in the way. You know, you can read these words, for his wrath is quickly kindled. You can read it like this is some capricious, judgmental ruler. However, we know this is about Jesus, and Jesus came in humility to make the invitation for us to approach the throne. So, yes, his judgment is sure. Yes, there will be a season where his mercy and his invitation is ended. And when it is ended, his justice will be 100% sure and right and true. And we want God to be trustworthy, to keep his promises, to be a God of justice. Otherwise, he's no God at all. So we know because of Jesus that this description is not of a human form of reaching a boiling point and just boiling over. We know that it is a godly justice that is at the right time, and at this point delayed thousands and thousands of years. In your and my life, delayed for weeks and months and years, as the Lord invites us to respond to his mercy and his invitation. I love what Kidner says in his Psalms commentary. He says, God's patience is not placidity any more than his fierce anger is a loss of control, his laughter cruelty, or his pity sentimentality. When his moment comes for judgment in any given case, it will be by definition beyond appeasing or postponing. It has been postponed long enough. Now, when I think about the wrath of God, one thing that just stuns me to recognize is that God himself took the wrath. Listen to the final verse. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. The wrath and the justice of God landed first on Jesus so that we can take refuge in him. We're not just crawling to his feet to say, you are the Lord, you are the Lord, but we are actually taking refuge in his sacrifice for our sin, his forgiveness, his atonement, and it is not just that we live our lives trying to never get on his bad side again, but in fact, we live our lives in the strength of his power and in the track record of his righteousness. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. We'll sing it again. Now therefore, O kings. Now therefore, O kings, be wise, be warned, O rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and you perish in the way. For his wrath is quickly kindled. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. Blessed are all who take refuge in him.